All right, this is the fourth and final in my series on Tuskegee University and the ideal education curriculum that they established as a model for us to follow in architecture. And the title of this article is Education, the Problem and the Solution. It is the problem right now, and that is due to the AIA. The AIA is the one that got curriculum adopted into universities, starting with MIT and progressing from there. They are the ones that established the NCARB, which is the licensing organization to become an architect. And so what happened in the 1900s is that one needed to conform to their curriculum requirements or risk not being legitimate or accredited. And so unfortunately, the incredible program that Booker T. Washington and Robert Taylor perfected changed and got perverted by the AIA because they needed to conform. And so that's what's happened with education. That's why when I went to school for architecture and graduated, it was like I had no practical know-how of how to build. And yet that is the product. And so this is a call for a return to the Tuskegee model that was set. Tuskegee today does set a better example for us to follow. They have an architecture school and a construction management school, but they are integrated. They are in the same school. In Boston, potentially the educational capital of the world, where we're located, you have lots of universities that have an architecture, engineering, construction management schools. They are completely segregated. No cross-pollination, different physical locations, different professors. They are not trained as like, hey, we all have a common product. Let's all start together and then progress together, understanding the mutual respect and the fact that we need each other to obtain our product. It's segregated and it becomes adversarial and contentious. And that's why you have that in the industry, because it is trained in. Education is the problem, but it is also the solution. And today we have over 100 universities that have some sort of design build curriculum, like some sort of semester or class, where even in these architecture universities that are segregated, they do have the students build something and the students love it. But that, instead of being this little like token class under this umbrella of theoretical bullshit, it needs to be inverted. Like, this needs to be the base. Students need to start together and then decide and have a commonality of the practical know-how of which they will be responsible for. And then they can decide, oh, I'm going to specialize in the execution aspect of it or the design aspect of it. But they have a fundamental commonality, which is what Tuskegee set for us as a model. And they were the first, and it has not been recognized. And I hope this article helps to change that, because they will always be the first. And we will return to that. That is a strong mission and purpose of mine, and I hope you get on board with it. I hope this resonates with you. As I say in the article, let us make their legacy our future. Let us turn education from being the problem to the solution. Thank you very much for tuning in. I appreciate it. There'll be more on this topic. I'm going to keep going with it until the change that we need is in place. And thank you very much for watching.